Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by, y'all. We are slightly oot in a boot today. Y'all see these furry felons? I got furry felon number 1. I don't know if you can see furry felon number 2 over there. I know, they look like we are lined up headed to the firing squad, don't they? But I tell you what, I'll tell y'all exactly what's going on as soon as you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I know, you wouldn't know it from the looks of these two little felons, but ain't nothing more dramatic going on than they're going to get their hair cut. So they're going to be much less furry felons in a couple of hours. Normally the intern would take them, but he's feeling slightly under the weather today. So I said, oh, I can take them. This is what I got myself into. So anyway, I didn't think about the fact that once the furry felons go to get their haircut, I'm gonna be home all by myself. Well, I mean, the intern will be there, but I'm not gonna have my assistants. So I said, I know what I'll do. I'll hang out with my friends this afternoon. So friends, oh, I need to go straight here. Oh no, I am gonna turn here. I'm so out of sorts, I don't even know where I'm going. So what I was thinking was, we can talk about some stuff. So everything is so expensive right now, right? And it's Christmas time. So I think we're all kind of already thinking, what are we going to do? How are we going to get through this Christmas season? So I was thinking, let's do some videos about, I hope y'all can hear me. This felon is right on my microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize for whatever sound issues we're going to have. But let's talk about some things that we can buy for the readers in our lives without breaking the bank this Christmas. So the first thing I want to talk about, ooh, I just realized he's breathing right into my mic. I'm gonna hurry up and get through this, and then I'll meet y'all back at the house. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, I think that maybe gently used or antique books, I think, is an absolutely valid holiday gift. So let's do this. Let me get these two where they're going. Let me get back to the house, get posted up on a computer, and we'll talk about some places that we can find definitely some slightly used books, and maybe even some collector's items for readers to give as gifts this holiday season. So y'all, let me get them where we're going, and I'll see y'all back at the house, okay? So y'all sit tight. All right, y'all, I got the felons dropped off. I got home, I did a quick ride, and oh my word, it's so lonely. So the intern is here rattling about. Like I said, he's not feeling so good. So I mentioned that I was very sad and lonely because the felons aren't here. And he was kind of like, you're sad and lonely. What am I, chopped liver? You act like there's nobody here with you. And I was like, ugh, I know, but you don't go and lay on the floor with me while I'm doing my ride, or lay on the bathroom floor on your own furry bathrobe while I'm taking a shower. And he's like, no, I don't do those things. So now I'm in my office all by myself. There's nobody laying on the floor snoring in the background while I'm making a recording. So I'm just going to have to soldier through on my own, y'all. I know I'm so dramatic. So I did a little ride. Did I tell y'all that? I made it about an hour, and then finally I was like, I cannot ride by myself. So I came inside and ate a little lunch, got myself a tasty beverage, and now we're ready to talk. I think I told y'all. So I want to make some videos about budget-friendly options for gifts for readers. So either things that you can share with, if people in your family are like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? You can be like, how about this? Or how about that? Or if you have a reader in your life, ideas of things that you can maybe get for them. So I want to start off with some sites where you can find actual physical books. So let's jump on here. I have a list, and I'm going to try to stick to my list, but y'all know how that goes. So let me get us on the computer. Give me just a second. I'm going to jump us over onto the computer. So let's jump in and talk about some places to find cheap books. I want to do a couple of things. One, I want to talk about where to find cheap books, and then where you can find maybe some offbeat or like some rare books, like some more rare finds. So first, let's just find some cheapy books. And one option is marketplaces, like, is it Alibris? I'm never really exactly sure how to say this, but oh, let me do a quick disclaimer. When I'm shopping for books online, even at sites that I already know and I use often, I always check the shipping first. And y'all, I know you're like, duh, Captain Obvious. Who doesn't check shipping when they're shopping for stuff? The very first time that you don't check the shipping cost, it's going to be absolutely prohibitive. I guarantee you that. So I always try to remember to go in and check the shipping costs just to make sure that I'm not about to fall in love with something that's going to be like $15 to ship a $3 book. So I always check shipping costs first. Okay, so now that that disclaimer is done, let's get back to Alibris. So Alibris, I think I said, is like a marketplace. So it brings together different booksellers. And so I'm already off my original plan because Alibris is a great place to find all of the things. So you can find bargain books here. Let's jump into bargains real quick. Let's do, did I click? I don't know what I clicked. But so let's just grab a book. Let's look at Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. Now, you can scroll through and see all of what's available and, oh, that's music. I got into music. See what I mean? You can find everything. I'm going to go to books because that's what we want to see. All right. So why do I want to look at rare books? It's not why we're here. We're not going to look at rare books, but let's look for, let's look and see what they have under Stephen King. How about The Stand? And you can just scroll through and you can see all of the copies of The Stand that are available. It shows you where these books are available. So we're going to talk about shopping a lot of these different booksellers. Like we're going to talk about Goodwill. We're going to talk about thrift books. But Alibris is a place where you can see a lot of their offerings in one place. So let's say I want to look at this. Y'all know this is not true because I hate a mass market paperback, but let's just look at the details on this mass market paperback. So it shows us all of the details on the book. It shows, and over here it shows us the shipping. So we can see the price of the book and we can see the price of the shipping to figure out whether or not that's an option for us. So Alibris makes it super easy to look at these things and just be aware that there's not a flat rate shipping because it is simply a marketplace for lots of different booksellers. But as such, y'all, we have to look at the rare books. I'm sorry. So let's just, oh, did you see that? It's got textbooks. They have all kinds of things. But let's just look at, oh, signed books. I can't help myself. Now, for the true like bibliophile in your life, this might be a great option because you can go through and look, and yeah, this is a fabulous example. You can go from a $20 option to a $12,500 option. No, I know, but this is the great thing I think about these on, oh, sorry, I get a little excited. I think this is one of the great things about these online options is it does put all of these different options in front of you and you can just pick, figure out what works for you. So Alibris is a fantastic option. I didn't really mean to jump into marketplaces first, but while we're here, Pango Books is another fantastic marketplace, and it's the same kind of thing. Now, one of the features that I really look for in these is their searchability, and all of the ones that we're going to talk about, I think, make it easy to find the books that you're looking for. So Pango has a search feature, or if you don't really know what you're looking for, and you're just like, ugh, I don't know, but I know she likes fantasy books, and oh, look, that one's cute. So you can go in and just sort of, like one of the things that I love about going to bookstores is just going in and like looking through all of the books, but Y'all know I get a little overwhelmed. So these online booksellers with the sort of nice storefronts make it fun to go in and just kind of flip through the books. And again, it gives you all the information that you need right here. Assistant to the Villain, $7. They say it's a good deal. Gives you the condition. It's new or like new used condition. It's paperback. And we can probably find all of the details about it. But I think my big head is in the way. Oh, here we go. They're over here. Here are some reviews of the seller. So Pango is another one of my favorites. Now, with these marketplaces, I don't know if it is a given, but because the books come from like individual sellers, unless you like buy multiple books from the same person, typically the shipping just adds up. So like, hang on. Let's say we're going to buy Priory of the Orange Tree. Has anybody read this book? I have it. You can probably see it. It's over there on my shelf somewhere, like on this shelf. I owned that one, and the one that I thought came after, but I think it's actually the prequel. Have not read word one, so y'all let me know if you know anything about. All I know is that it's a priory and something about an orange tree. I don't really know. Anyway, did we add it? Okay, so let's add that to the cart. So let's go to our cart. I think all of the books I've ever bought from here, like shipping is always $4.99. Like it's like each book is $4.99. So let's add another book and see what happens. Let's add Dark Shores. Add to cart. Let's go to cart. Oh, see, I have two books from the same person. So it's $5.17 instead of $4.99 per book. But now let's go and buy a random book from somebody else. Let's do... Oh, Leigh Bardugo. You're not buying books. Stop it. Stop. Quit it out. So now let's go to cart. Yeah, see, the shipping from that person, the two books is $5.17, and then shipping from the other person is $4.99. So it can add up is all I'm saying. All right, let me get all these out of my cart before I accidentally buy something. And y'all, let's get out of Pango before we actually buy things, because that's not why we're here. So those are... That's a couple of marketplaces that I really like. And I like those because you can go in and sort of comparison shop different sellers. One more marketplace, and then we're going to go on to actual like stores. Do y'all do Abe Books? I've been in love with Abe Books for years. So Abe Books is much like the others, but one thing that I love about Abe Books is you can search their bargain books. So go into bargain books and let's look at, of course, I want to see novels. So and this is just all the bargain novels, and you can just get lost scanning through. Ooh, Mary Kay Andrews, like that one. And free shipping within the US. Love it. So Abe is another marketplace. Now, they also have fabulous collections and rare books, but y'all, I can spend, oh, I don't think I have this one. Silver Girl by Ellen Hildebrand. Love her. And the prices are incomparable. You can't beat them. Y'all, I really want to like Hannah Grace. I don't know why. But okay, anyway, so that's Abe Books. And so, and are y'all like, I don't have 5 hours to sit and just scan through bargain books like you do, Danielle. I know, not everybody can be me. There's a search bar, Smarty Pantses, which is fantastic. So you can, of course, search by keyword, title, or ISBN. So they also make it easy not to spend hours and hours a day looking through their books, but why would you not want to? So anyway, okay, so those are marketplaces. Let's talk about actual like bookstores. Let's go to some online bookstores. And y'all, you know, I'm about to search in the Abe Books search engine for a bookstore. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Let's go to thrift books. I love thrift books. Now they have tons of used and new books, and you can do category searches. You can search by like thrift book deals. Y'all, I get so sucked into these. Oh, you know what we didn't do is talk about their shipping first. And this is one, I believe, yeah, they do free shipping within the United States. And y'all, I don't know about elsewheres, but within the continental US, regular old shipping, orders over $15. I mean, are you going to spend under $15 in a bookstore? So we just going to go ahead and call it free shipping. So you going to get free shipping. And yeah, like again, I could spend forevers. And they're, even within these, they have subcategories you can go through, because there are some that I'm just probably not going to love, like biographies and memoirs, probably not, but I can spend a very long minute in literature and fiction. Sorry, y'all, I'm watching because I got to go get the Felons at some point. So thrift books is a fantastic option. Even I found some new books that are, I mean, they're not, I mean, new books I don't feel are cheap anywhere, but you can find them at a few dollars off here, and every little bit helps. So they have different like price, like reduced price categories, like buy 2 to 4 get 10. So like the more you buy, the more the price is reduced. You can shop that way. They have gift guides. So if you don't really know what you're looking for, they can help you find that. Collectible books, y'all, we ain't going back into the collections, but those are there. I feel that these are like sort of have great sort of they're subdivided well, and they have e-gift cards. So one, if you have that reader in your life that you're like, Lord Jesus, I do not know. Like, I don't know that anybody would know what to buy me book-wise, but you can always buy a gift card. So you can either give or request a gift card. I think that's a great option for any gift-giving holiday. So thrift books is a fabulous option. We really should have started with this one. Better World Books, another fabulous option. So Better World, for every book that you buy, new or used, they donate a book to a person in need. And I'm not sure the exact details of that, but y'all, that's good mojo right there. So they also do some kind of shipping thing. I used to know all this stuff. I don't know all the shipping particulars anymore, but free over $15. And again, like, it's not like 2-day delivery, so y'all don't wait until 2 days before the gift giving eve to order your books, is all I'm saying. Get to shopping now. Their prices are pretty good, and y'all, it's good mojo. This is another one. Okay. We should just say for all, I'm not going to show y'all any sites that I'm like, oh, I hate trying to find a book on this website, because I just wouldn't be shopping there. Have y'all read Funny Story? Oh my word, that is such a good book. Every Emily Henry book that I read, like, I'm caught up now so that I'm only reading the new ones now, but every Emily Henry book that I read, I'm like, oh, this is the best Emily Henry book that I've ever read, because her writing just gets better every time. Y'all, Funny Story is the best Emily Henry book I've ever read. It is so good. And now it's been out long enough that, I mean, long enough. That was this past summer's Emily Henry book. But now there are actual, like, good options in the secondhand space, if you will. So that is like a 10 out of 10 recommend. I love that book. I know we're not talking books, we're talking bookstores. Y'all settle down. Feel free in the comments if you would like to recommend books. I thank you for that. All right, let's keep on jamming, because like I said, the Furry Felons are going to be done at some point, and I'm going to have to go bail them out of the spa. So that was Better World. Again, they have great. You know what? I don't know that I've ever bought new books here, but I love their used books. They're always exactly as described, and the shipping, yo, I live like not in the middle of nowhere, but I live kind of like on the edge of nowhere. I'm in like near Duluth, Minnesota. So I know y'all are like if you don't know Minnesota, you have no idea where I am. So, I'm not in like Wyoming or somewhere, for heaven's sake, no offense, Wyoming, but I'm not in a city, and I tend to get my books from both Better World and Thrift Books. It says like 5 to 7 days. I usually get them on like the 4-day edge of the 5 to 7 days. So, and both of them, like both book sellers, I've never been disappointed with books I've gotten from either one. So, the Alibris and those, you're a little bit at the mercy of the booksellers that like sell within those. It's kind of like buying off of eBay or something. I don't know that I've ever really had an issue with those, but Thrift and Better World, 100%, I've never, like 10 out of 10, never had an issue with, which I know 10 out of 10 is 100%. Y'all quit doing math on my videos. Quit it out. Let's talk about another bookstore. So that's Better World. Ooh, let's talk about Book Outlet. Now, Book Outlet is exactly what it sounds like. It's a book outlet store. So I believe they're not used books. What is How to End a Love Story? That looks like it's right up my alley, and I don't know what it is, y'all. I know it's not what we're here to talk about. These are not used books. I believe that these are like, you know how like the outlet stores back in the day were the sort of irregulars, or like factory irregulars, or like stuff that went to stores and they didn't sell, so they ended up at the outlets. Now, well, don't get me started on what outlets are now, but I believe that's what this book outlet is. So it's books that like maybe there's like a little watermark on it, or maybe like a little bend in the cover or something. So like you're not going to pay $35 for it at Barnes & Noble, but you might pay $11.99 for it at the book outlet. Let's look quickly. Let's jump into literature because that's our jam, and just see what they have. Like for a, oh, quit it out with your pop-ups. Bag of Bones by Stephen King. $5.99. List price $11.99. That's not so bad. Let's see. Ooh, Once There Were Wolves. $7.49. Y'all, these are new books right there. Again, I mean, let's don't get this twisted. I have no problem reading a book that someone else has read. I am all about the used books, but these are not used books. Again, I have no problem with used books. These just aren't used. So I'm just saying. And remember that we came here, what, like an hour ago, to talk about where to find gifts, right? I think this is a fantastic option. Amazing Grace Adams. What? I don't even know, but I think I want to be her friend. Bargain Book, $7.49. I am 100% I haven't been on here in a little minute, can you tell? So I think this is a great option. These are really good books. I mean, these are like quality, but I mean, you can find some trash books anywhere. And y'all know I'm not above reading some trash too. I'm not trying to act like I'm better than that. So, Book Outlet, check them out. Okay, 2 more gotta talk about, and then one more thing we gotta talk about for sure. So let's talk about, oh, there it is, Awesome Books. Now, Awesome Books aren't all awesome, but if you look in their bargain bin, those are pretty awesome. You can find some great, and I believe, okay, let me finish the sentence. You can find some great deals in their bargain bin. And I believe, so now you see over here, I'm in Bargain Books. And I think if I click down here, yes, I can go into these categories and it keeps me in Bargain Books. And y'all, look who's here. Why is Daisy Jones in the Six? Daisy Jones in the Six should never be a bargain. Daisy Jones should be top shelf all day long. We love her. But I mean, she's only $9.50. So it's not much of a bargain. But you really can find some great bargains in here. So bargain books, awesome books, bargain bin. But yeah, if we flip through like this Lee Child book, $3.94. I know, y'all, I jumped to the most expensive book on the page because I love Daisy Jones and the Six. What else do we see on here? American Dirt. Has anybody read this? I was thinking about, I don't know. I was going to say I was thinking about reading it for book club, but then I was thinking maybe not because it seemed a little like deep and dark and heavy. So, although not that I haven't dragged my book club through some deep and dark and heavy stuff, but we did not do that one. But yeah, so you can see there are some great, I mean, there are some still rather spendy books in here, but there are also some great prices as swell. So have a look at these, see what you think. And then again, there are, wait, these are all bargain. There are also non-bargain books. There are some beautiful books on here. So, okay, I know we're focusing. So that's awesome books. We have not talked about Second Sale, which y'all know I love. Is it Second Sale books? We might have to jump around it. There it is. Jump around, jump around, jump up and get down. Second Sale books. I love these. So we're probably not going to talk about eBay and Amazon, which of course are marketplaces that bring together lots of sellers. I not infrequently end up buying books from secondhand on eBay, and you can still get their great deals. Like Secondhand does, I don't know if I can find it right now while we're talking, but they have like buy 3, get 1 free categories of books. And if you get into that category, like if you buy one of those books on eBay, like if you select one of those books on eBay, you can do the combination and get that deal through eBay. So like if you buy 3 of their buy 2, get 1 free books, you get the deal through eBay. So that makes it really easy to shop their stuff. But this is another one of those that, there it is, buy 3, get 1 free. It's a category. I often go on here and sometimes, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll buy books that I would know sooner than the Man in the Moon buy, but it's in the buy 3, get 1 free. And like I'll end up with some trash, but more often than not, I'll end up with a book that I've been kind of like halfway looking at, but just never pulled the trigger on. But when it's in a buy 3, get 1 free, so it's one of the 4 books, I'll get it. And I am more often not disappointed than disappointed. And I am never disappointed. Okay, let me say this. I have never been disappointed with the quality of the books that I've gotten from here. It's like, even if it's not like, maybe it's a little like water stained or there's some marks on the pages or something, I know it going into it. Like there are notes, or they let me know some kind of how that it's not a pristine book. So again, if you're trying to buy books at a, y'all, I'm not trying to be offensive, but I mean, it's hard times right now, right? And if you're trying to get things that your book lover will love for them for a gift for the holidays, and you're looking at books can be expensive, right? These are ways to get books that are, The Great Alone, y'all, oh my word, this book rearranged my molecules. Like it was so sad and broke me so hard it changed who I am as a person. Like it is so good. And I think that, like this, there's a very good copy of, I think My Great Alone is downstairs. Y'all, this is a beautiful book. Hang on. No, it's right here. Hang on. Y'all hold a second. I know I just interrupted myself in the middle of a sentence, but here's why. If you're trying to find a gift for the holidays for a book lover in your life, and you're stressed out because times are hard and you need to make some choices, and this is one of the choices that you have to make, There is a very good copy of The Great, and I'm not saying go buy this book. This is just an example. There is a very good copy of Kristen Hanna's The Great Alone at second sale for $6.63. Y'all look at this book. This book is absolutely gorgeous. This is that book. Like this like version of this book. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can get this book. Look at that. I never even noticed it has a gold Alaska in the front. You can get this book for $6.33 at second sale. And if second sale says it's very good, it's going to look like this. It's probably been read maybe 1 or 2 times. There aren't going to be any creases. The pages are going to look lovely. So you could give the gift, the book lover that you love in your life, this book for $7. That's the point of this whole video, is that it's possible to do this and like still be okay financially. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, I might be a little emotional because I miss my furry felons. So let's move on with this. I know they're just at the groomer. Ain't nothing wrong with my dogs, y'all. They're just getting a bath. I know. I know. Okay, so that's second sale. I love this. I love this website. So second sale. We talked about Book Outlet. Goodwill books. Of course, Goodwill is a great option. Now, we saw that some other of the booksellers offer Goodwill book, right? Like Goodwill Books offers their books at some of the other booksellers. I buy Goodwill books off of eBay very, very often. These can sometimes be a little bit sketchier. So, like, it's the people that work at the Goodwill that are sorting these books and listing them and selling them. So, I only say that to say, I mean, take it, like, shoot your shot. I do it all the time, but not all the time, but I typically won't not buy a book just because it comes from Goodwill. I just know that there's more of a chance of it being a little bit sketchy, and I wouldn't necessarily put all my eggs in the basket of a Goodwill book coming up looking like this. It might. Like, you know what, y'all? As I'm sitting here fondling this book, I'm pretty sure I bought this used. Anyway, I love this book. But so just be aware of that. Goodwill books can be a fantastic, fantastic deal. But just like I would 100% buy like 5 Goodwill books and throw them in a box and give them to like my sister or my mom for Christmas, and they would not bat an eye at it. But like, you know, if it was somebody that I was trying to give a more formal gift to, I would definitely give myself some lead time to maybe buy a different gift in case the book wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. So, second sale, Goodwill. Okay, I think that's all of my bookstores now. Here's some, hang on. My hip is still not feeling so great, and I just knocked my footstool over. Hang on. All right, I appear to be resettled. There's one more thing I want to tell y'all about, and then we're out. This isn't really like a gift-giving thing. This is just a thing. So, does anybody remember Bookmooch, where you could go on and like list the books you were looking for and list the books you had to get rid of? And like if somebody wanted one of the books you had to get rid of, you would mail it to them at your cost, and they didn't pay you for it, but then you got a point. And I think maybe you had to have a couple of points, but then you could use those points to request a book from somebody else. Well, I think Bookmooch is gone, but y'all, let me tell you about Paperback Swap. Paperback Swap is like Bookmooch. So I haven't done it. There's y'all, Amazing Grace Adams is, I'm getting Amazing Grace Adams. So I haven't done it yet, but I think it's the same like general principle as Bookmooch. So you list the books you're trying to get rid of, and maybe you list the books you're looking for, and if somebody wants the book you're trying to get rid of, you mail it to them. And I think you get a couple of points for signing up, just for like signing up with the thing. And maybe listing books, I'm not sure. But, so then, yeah, if somebody wants some of your books, then you get points, and then you can request somebody else's books with your points, I think. If anybody's done this, let us know. I have not done it, obviously, but I think it's a fabulous idea, and I think I'm definitely going to try it when I have time to actually like get my poop in a group and get some stuff listed. So y'all, that's it. Those are my favorite sites for finding cheap, used, and some new books online. Let us know in the comments, what are your favorite sites? Which ones am I missing? I know there are some out there that I haven't found yet, so let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company while my furry felons are gone. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.